Hey everybody, this is MadPanda Games here, and today we're going to be tackling another part of the Dark Knights demo. So let's get started, guys. Now, we started the Corrado route last time, and we're just going to continue that route, and let's get started. Before I go to school, I leave some food on the table, along with a list of house rules. In the note, I also tell him not to make a mess out of my place while I am gone. I head for Corrado's room to check if he is still around. His door was slightly ajar, and through the gap, I see him lying in bed, shirtless, his blanket on the ground. Okay, there's only one problem with that. There's no bed! This is just an empty room? Or something? So it's not the same as what I'm seeing. I sigh and quietly enter his room to pick up the blanket. You'll catch a cold, idiot. I drape the blanket over his body and turn around to leave. Just as I am about to close the door, I hear the bed shifting as he stirs in his sleep. No, must get them. Get them quick. I got a little confused after hearing his words. Get who? After that, though, Corrado continues to sleep soundlessly. I don't know what he was mumbling. Maybe he was having a nightmare. Who knows? I decide to leave Corrado alone and leave for school. Before break starts, the teacher gives an announcement. Ooh, the music's getting mysterious. Students, this is a notice from the local police, so pay attention. Due to recent events, the village will be placed under curfew. No one is allowed outside from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. From 9 p.m.? Come on. 10 p.m. at least. 9 p.m., that's for school children. Well, which they are, but like elementary school children. I'm sure nothing bad will happen by one more hour. I say this and then everyone turns up dead the next day. So maybe don't listen to me. There might be dangerous people lurking about during these times, so stay home and lock everything. It feels like we are being treated like small children, but no one protests because of how serious the situation is. See? Player character knows what I'm talking about. Small children, we are adults. I'm sure we will not be killed. I say that sarcastically, please don't believe me. After the announcement, everyone starts to chat among themselves. I lean to the right and try to get LIOJI's attention. LIOJI, what exactly is going on? Haven't you read the newspaper? They found dead bodies dumped in an alley. Oh, that got serious. And that, kids, is why you should read the newspaper, be it on your phones or in print. You'll never know what you will learn. The autopsy report stated that they died sometime between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. That is a very long, time period. Usually they're able to narrow that down a little bit more. The same goes for the previous cases too, hence the notice. Don't you think it's a little far-fetched to warn even the students? No, it's probably the best thing to warn even the students, because students do stupid things. Very stupid things. Apparently there's no pattern, and the next victim could be anyone walking around at night, student or not. This is the best way to prevent that. Okay then. I see. I don't intend to go out during that time anyway. Well, now that you said that immediately means we're going to go out, aren't we? Whoa, he got too close. LIOJI moves a little closer, lowering his voice. According to the statistics, your neighborhood is the most at risk. Dang, that's not good. Have you noticed anything strange lately? Oh, besides the stranger who's living in my house? No, what are you talking about? Nothing. Not much, aside from being watched. There are investigators patrolling now. Investigators? I talked to one of them. He said that everyone in my neighborhood might be on the target list, and they are just on high alert. Okay, the fact that LIOJI doesn't know and his father is like the chief of police, that makes alarm bells ring in my head. I see. We can't be certain about that, but we can't ignore it either. Okay. LIOJI steps back when Ikuya approaches us. Hi guys, what are you whispering about? Just about the recent disappearances and murder case. Oh, I wonder why these events are happening. It was so quiet and peaceful before. That just means it has to happen. Plot calls for it. I bet it's an outsider. No villager would do something like this. Well, now it has to be a villager. Outsider? Like the forest tourist? My bad. The forest tourists are still missing, right? Maybe the demon knows what they did and took care of it. Oh, Ikuya, we already gave up on that idea. Besides, the demon won't get involved with things that happen within the village. The forest is its territory, just like a guardian will stay with their treasure. True.
It was just a theory.
Talking about theories won't solve the case, but we probably could find out who the murderer is.
Miyoko is playing detective again. The police are already working on it.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be cooler if we were the detectives? Just throwing that out there, guys. We already have awesome looking clothes. Now we gotta play the part. Exactly, Miyoko. That's why I'm going to solve this first. You're going to die next. I'm calling it now.
Not you too, LIOJI. This isn't a competition.
I'll solve it without you and your connections to the police. Ikuya sighs deeply as she looks at the both of us. When class ends, LIOJI and I decide to study together. Or Ikuya will be next. I feel as if one of them is going to die. Since Kurato is at home, in order not to disturb him, I think it is better to study at LIOJI's place. Come in and make yourself comfortable.
Your place is smaller than I remembered.
Maybe you're just getting bigger. You ever thought about that? LIOJI chuckles at my comment and cleans up the table. It's been a while since you came over. You were a lot shorter back then. See, LIOJI knows what I'm talking about. Good job, LIOJI. I trust you now a little bit more, because you get my humor. While I take a seat, he heads off to the kitchen. He must be getting snacks. I dump my books on the table. After looking through them, I realize I have a lot of homework today. Mostly from history class. Darn history. I guess Kurato has to wait a little longer for dinner. Wait, he isn't a child. He can take care of himself. Again, now that you said that, that means he's obviously not going to be able to take care of himself. I need to stop worrying about him. Let's see. I'll start with history. If there's any subject I'm bad at, it would be this one. For once, we're learning about something interesting. This chapter is about village legends. Conveniently, we're also talking about the demon. So, something might happen. Luckily, I am with LIOJI today. He is more knowledgeable about this. You've got trouble with history again? LIOJI returns to the room carrying a tray. On it are cups of tea and a plate of treats, which he sets down in front of me. He takes a seat beside me and looks over at my textbook. Mr. Blanchette gave some hints to the answers during his lecture yesterday. Oh, right. You were asleep. Dang. Just digging the knife in. Fine, I'll help you with homework. The first section is related to our school. If I remember right, there was an incident. I've also heard rumors floating around about a ghost. The story of the school ghost has many variations, but I'll tell you the true story it's based on. I found it in the police archives. Several decades ago, a boy was tortured and later murdered by his classmates in school. Dang. This keeps on getting really dark fast after all the cutesy high school shenanigans. Only his legs are at the scene of the crime. They couldn't find the rest of him. Why leave just the legs? If you're going to, cut up a body, take all of it. Not that I would know. I have never committed murder in my life. Just saying. The only suspects were children, and none were definitively linked to the murder, so the case was never solved. I'm shocked that children could do such a thing. What would have driven them so mad to kill their classmate? It remains a mystery to this day. It's too late to dig into it now. The culprits probably died of old age. We should send this to BuzzFeed Unsolved. They'd get a kick out of it. Anyway, they say the ghost of the victim wanders the school late at night. Because he has no legs, he basically crawls on the ground. So when you hear shuffling sounds, he is nearby, or so the rumor goes. Is he an evil spirit that remains in the school for revenge? Probably. Nobody has seen him up close, but there are people who claim to have seen strange things through the windows from outside. The shuffling sound is hard to identify too. It could have easily been something else. That sounds interesting. I suddenly have the urge to explore the school at night. No! What part of murderer on the loose do you not get? Miyoko, you're smarter than this. I'm playing through you. We're smarter than this. Did you think you're the only one who got that idea? I told you, nobody has encountered him. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get to see him. Unlucky, more like it. Yeah, if he's a vengeful spirit, probably don't want to meet him. Okay? I roll my eyes and turn back to my textbook. There is a photo on the page. Written in small text on their photo is, "In memory of Class 1E." LIOJI gives a brief description of the victim's appearance. I search for the boy in the photo. He is standing on the far left as the shortest of the group. Unlike the other students with big smiles on their faces, he looks rather sad. I'm surprised our school's reputation wasn't damaged. Records and textbooks tell different stories. The public doesn't know what really happened. I had to search through the old archives and various other resources to find out the truth. Besides, it was a long time ago. People moved on. That's sad. Let's look into the next legend, the forest demon. I have heard a lot of things about it, but they don't make any sense. Aw, he's frowning. The legend gets mixed up because it seems like people will believe anything they hear. Remember our trip from a few days ago? That alone was enough to start unnecessary rumors. The villagers thought we were crazy to visit the forest after the missing tourist incident. Our teachers think it's nonsense. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm gonna go with forest demon because it makes things more interesting. So what do you know about the forest demon? It's an old legend, even older than this village. Many believe there is only one demon, but there could be more. Their appearance varies, but they are often portrayed as a weird-looking animal with horns. Could it be an undiscovered species? Maybe. Or it could be that someone saw an ordinary animal and mistook it for a demon. You can't really disprove something like that, and the description is vague enough that it could look like almost anything. The legend says they're evil, devouring every person who enters the forest, which we've already proven wrong because we're alive. The devouring part is not meant to be taken literally. The demon would take something from you, probably your soul. In order to appease the demon and prevent disaster, the villagers built a temple deep within the forest. I'm not sure how they managed to do it in a forest they feared, but take it as it is. Okay? Oh wait, no, this isn't LIOJI. I remember the crimson-haired guy I met during our trip. I asked LIOJI if there are people patrolling the forest. Nope, there is no need to do that every day. So there's a stranger in the forest. After hearing this, I reconsider visiting the forest. We continue to chit-chat while doing our homework until the sun goes down. Well, this was a riveting case of LIOJI speaks all and tells all. LIOJI plot device. Plot device LIOJI. Thanks to LIOJI, I finished my history homework with ease. In return, I help him with other subjects. Okay? Helpfulness. Oh, this is pretty. When I leave LIOJI's place, it is already completely dark outside, but I still manage to get home by 9 p.m. Cool. When I enter the house, I notice the lights are off. It looks like nobody is at home, unless Kurato already went to sleep. I'm home. Kurato, are you there? Nobody answers me, so it seems like I have to find him myself. Where shall I look first? Let's go to the kitchen, because maybe he's eating. Okay. I go to the kitchen and turn the lights on. Seems he is not here. Okay, where should I look next? The guest room, the hallways, or my room? Let's check the hallways. Maybe I should check the hallways. Yes, maybe you should. Fumbling in the darkness, I try to find the light switch. I hear a sound coming closer, as if something is running towards me. Suddenly, I feel something brush against my leg. Oh no! Eek! I freeze in place and look around. What was that? It felt furry, so maybe a cat? Why is there a cat in our place? Once I turn the lights on, I see that the hallway is empty. I must be imagining things. I don't even own a cat. I give up on searching. Wherever Kurato might be, I'm not bothering to look for him anymore. I go to the kitchen and make something simple for dinner. I notice the plate I served Kurato's breakfast on this morning is empty. At least wash one dish, you lazy freeloader. Man, she said that so deadpan. I smile softly even as I think that. I guess Kurato liked what I made. The house is silent, as usual. It is getting late, and I cannot help worrying about that guy. He must be on a night shift. But you're supposed to be watching me, so shouldn't your night shift be here? Food for thought. Although he looks like a newbie, will he be okay? At that moment, I hear the doorbell ringing. Thanks to the curfew, I am not expecting any visitors. I look through the peephole before opening. To my surprise, I see Kurato. I open the door for him in relief. I'm glad you're home. I've been waiting. I fell out of a window and couldn't find my way up in the darkness. What? You fell out a window? What? See? How do you just fall out a window? Yes, how do you just fall out a window? Is that just a bad excuse, or is he really... I scan him from head to toe for scratches or other wounds, but he does not appear injured. You're such an oddball. Okay. That explains why you weren't at home. Come in then. Kurato rubs the back of his neck, smiling apologetically. By the way, can I have a spare key in case I... Next time you fall, you stay outside. I stick my tongue out at him and go back to preparing dinner. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, now it's daytime again. I see Ikuya and LIOJI discussing something. Curious, I join them. They look upset. Hey guys, what's up?
Miyoko, are you alright?
Of course, why wouldn't I be?
LIOJI told me police are guarding your street. I can't believe you're in so much danger.
Nothing much happened so far. You don't have to be this serious about it. There's a murderer stalking your streets. Be serious. Be serious or die.
Of course I'm going to take this seriously.
Yeah. Ikuya pouts and looks over at LIOJI. It seems he agrees with her. The mood quickly changes when Ikuya asks about the investigators.
By the way, have you seen anyone from our school? I heard a few students work as investigators. It seems like such a difficult job for students to handle. Besides, there's not enough work as the village is mostly quiet. The extras don't get paid.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm curious to what kind of person is keeping an eye on you. They better do a good job of keeping you safe, or I won't forgive them.
It is best if I do not tell her about Kurato, or she will try to dig for more information. It might give her the wrong impression if she finds out that my guard is staying at my place. I would bury my face out of embarrassment. I haven't seen any of the investigators, as far as I know. Lying to your friends is not helpful. Most guards don't reveal themselves. It would make the residents restless. The idea is to set a trap. People should act normally.
Then why are you staying in my place, Kurato?
It's likely that students from the elite class took the job. It's not something to be bragging about, and they know a lot about keeping their identities hidden. No one has ever seen or spoken to the elite students. Not even our teacher knows a lot about them, so I can understand why they would be chosen for the job. They're just abusing their privilege to skip classes. They are probably too busy investigating to even care about school.
I know, right?
What about your brother, Ikuya? She looks very disappointed. That face, just like, look at that face. Very disappointed right now.
He isn't an investigator, as far as I know. He just studies at home.
You should drag your brother to school sometime. It's been so long, I've forgotten his face.
I've tried many times, but he can be so stubborn.
Our discussion is interrupted by Mr. Blanchette calling us to our seats. We do not get another chance to speak until classes end for the day, when Ikuya and LIOJI depart for their school clubs. After saying goodbye, I pack my things to go home. Okay? On my way to the lockers, I find a handkerchief on the ground. Its fancy design catches my attention, so I pick it up. There's a name embroidered on it. Roya K. I do not recognize it. Is K for Kurato? Huh? This looks important. I should bring it to the Lost and Found office. Hey, that is mine. Oh no, that's definitely not Kurato. Wow. Another hot guy. A guy stands behind me, so tall that I have to look up at him. I notice his uniform design. He is not a regular student. I hand over the handkerchief when he reaches out for it. Roya? How do you... Ah, my handkerchief. Thank you for returning this, Miss Miyoko. How does he know? How does he know? Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Have we met before? Who knows? What? That's not an appropriate answer at all. What? Roya shows a mysterious grin and leaves. I stare at his back until he disappears from sight. I have never met this guy before. How does he know me? Yes, please do tell. Please, do tell. He is also the first elite student I have ever seen walking around school. I wonder why he is here, of all days. Elite students sure are peculiar. Yeah, I guess so. And then now we're home. I'm home. It is quiet when I enter my house. There is no answer, so I assume Kurato has gone out. I drop my bag and decide to head for the kitchen to prepare tea. It always calms me down after a long day. I pass by the living room and freeze, hearing soft breathing coming from the couch. Aww! So cute! So cute! This man is beautiful! Upon stepping closer, I notice that Kurato is lying there, his sleeping face looking peaceful. He must have worked hard today. I should let him be. Wait, let's wake him up anyway. Please, let's wake up. Aw. When I return, Kurato is already sitting up, reading. He looks up from his newspaper. He woke up so quickly. Maybe he heard us. Did I disturb you? Nah, I had a good nap. I just made tea. Let me get you some. Kurato smiles appreciatively when I hand him a cup. I sit next to him and glance at what he is reading. It occurs to me that there are things about him I have yet to confirm. It was written on his badge that he attends the same school as me. Say, Kurato, do you really never attend class? What class are you in? Normally you'd get a penalty for being absent. Let's see. I think people call it the elite class or something. I almost spit out my tea upon hearing his answer. What? So you really are? Why are you so surprised? Because you look normal to me. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Yeah, was it? I thought all the elite students were supposed to be peculiar. Although, hold on, I want to pronounce that again. Peculiar. 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 That's as good as it's gonna get. Although, nothing's really normal these days. I'm curious. I hardly ever see them at school, and I'd rather hear what they're like from you than the rumors. I don't know. I haven't met everyone yet. Most of them were absent from the first day. If everyone else is skipping class, so why wouldn't I? Huh. That's actually good logic. You don't even know your own classmates? I just said. It's not that I don't believe you. I just find it a bit strange. I guess they have their reasons. I do remember someone. There's this one guy named Chain. He's an investigator like me, so I've seen him around. Chain. Okay then. Strange name. Moving on. Do you guys get along? Sorta, but we're more like rivals. He's kind of reserved, doesn't talk a lot. You can say we're opposites, personality-wise. You'll get it if you meet him. I bet he's a truant just like you. Speaking of your classmates, do you know a guy named Roya? Oh, I don't know if that's good or bad. A flicker of recognition crosses his face. He must be familiar with the name. Roya. Is he in my class? I'm not sure. Kurato frowns, lost in thoughts. Even with a student from the elite class sitting beside me, I am not close to getting answers. You should interact more with your classmates. Yes, Mom. I'm just trying to get you to socialize. Yes, Mom. You don't exactly look like a social butterfly either. Maybe you should take your own advice. Don't change the subject. We're talking about you. Why don't you talk to an elite student yourself, if you're so interested? I'm talking to one of them, though. We spend the rest of the afternoon talking about school. Kurato has been in the elite class since I was a first year. He'd been too lazy to attend class during that time and was hardly ever around, which explains why I did not recognize his face when we first met. I have to admit, I wouldn't go to class either if the same rules applied to us. Same! Same, Yoko, same. Kurato also mentions that we met once when we were younger, but I cannot recall it. It must have been a long time ago, or he just did not make a very large impression. Okay, now that's interesting. If we met once when we were younger, I feel as if that's going to come back to play. I try to ask more about it, but Kurato waves it off as a fun fact and says nothing else about it. Okay, and then I think I'm going to stop here. So let us save. Save. Dun 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 dun. 7. Ta-da. And now I'll sign off. So this is MadPanda signing out. If you like my content and you want to see more content like this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. Once again, this is MadPanda signing out. See you later, guys.